They got no clue who the fuck they're messing with. Took the only thing I ever gave a shit about. Now I got nothing left to lose. I'm going all in on this suicide run. And every last bastard that crosses me, they're gonna feel my hate till their last breath. They got no clue who the fuck they're messing with. Took the only thing I ever gave a shit about. Now I got nothing left to lose. I'm going all in on this suicide run. And every last bastard that crosses me, they're gonna feel my hate till their last breath.
What's up, buddies? How we doing? So today I'll show you how is going my game development, and also I'm updating the AnyGame plugin for the ones who wants to use it to develop your own game. Alright, you can see now that we have a lot of enemies. Let me take out this debug. Let me take this spline off. This spline is a debug of this NPC friend that follow us. I will reach there. Just wait for me to teach you the first lessons of this framework first. Let me take out this debug here. Alright, spline visible. Okay, the first thing I want to show is the combat system. I have multiple enemies. Alright, I have multiple enemies that I want to... that when we attack each other, the other ones starts to orbit, you see? And also I can press F to interact and counter attack. Look, if I counter attack, I can take back the attack. So if I get punched, I can press F and counter attack. Alright, counter attack and attack in the finisher, because the life is in the edge. So That's let me put some more enemies here so for you to understand. Let me take these ones and duplicate it. Alright. So if I start to the other ones starts to be around me. Alright, everybody orbiting. That's a nice system. Alright, this is the finisher because he reached the end of the health. You can set the health easily inside the blueprint. Okay, here health. Alright, max health and max health. Okay, so that's what I wanted to show about the combat. We has this orbiting system. Alright, the counter attack. Right, these counter attacks. You see that icon appearing there. That icon appearing you can control by here on this montage collections. This montage collections is the center of every collection, every montage you use it in your game. You have door montages, chair montages, you have counter attack montages, you have counter get hit montages. Sorry. You get finishes, get hit, the simple get hit, the finishes attacks, the combat front, the default, and the near combat front. This is the current system, and it will get updated. But what I want to show you is that these montages are used by the player and the NPCs. It can be friend or enemy. It works for all of them. So this is the window that opens the here they opens the counter window. When the animations reach this notify here, it will show that icon, this icon, the defense icon. So it will show you the icon from the frame 15 to the frame 26, 25, 26. You have these frames to push the interact button and do a counter attack. So you can change it with your current animations because these animations I can't put in the plugin because this is third-party animations, but I have here simple animations that you can use. In the plugins you have an example game. This as example game has all the montages you will need to put in the game. So you have near combat attacks. You have this attack that it comes with the Unreal templates, so I can easily put here for free because it's already free. You can take it. So I use it inside the same system. Alright. So any animation you can put here, change it, and you just set these variables here, these notifies, with the current with your current needs. Alright. As this is the first video, I'm showing the updates of this current version. So let's go on. I already showed you the counterattacks, the orbit system. Now I'm gonna show you the NPC friend. Alright. Let me delete all these enemies. What make this guy an enemy? It's only one tag. Only one tag. If you change this tag, he becomes your friend. Here, he's an enemy. If I put friend and I search for the AI component here, and I put it to follow player, and I put the follow target my player. She is my player. Let me put she as the follow target, and I will say that he is following the player, and simply now he becomes my friend and he's following me and he looks at me. He looks at me, and also I'm sorry. Also he avoids me if I reach him. You see, that's a nice stuff. So it will follow you through the level, and also will traversal all the obstacles. So we have an great feature here. Look, we saw that the man just, this is another friend of mine, alright? All of them are my friends. They are going to follow me even if there are obstacles, alright? They won't be stuck on any wall. They are coming to me. So let me put only one friend. Let me delete this one. Let me put the debug. Let me put this debug trail here. Debug follow spline and spline visible in game. So the spline will appear when the friend lost the side of you. You can see. So now he's following me through this spline. That's why he doesn't get stuck in any wall, because he starts to follow that spline. If he lost this side of view, he starts to get your history of walks. He jumps, he catch-ups when you are distant, so you can see that he is going very near to me with this yellow sphere, but I can change it if I take him and I put this AI component. I can put the catch-up. It's somewhere here. Follow distance mean catch-up distance. I can put very big, a huge number. So now he respects the spline. So you as you see, he has a float, a number that defines the distance that he will see. So now you can see he's following that spline. That's how you gives the NPC. You can see that he's facing me and all of that stuff. So if he have an obstacle, he tries to avoid, or he traversal if he can. Alright, he won't never get stuck. Look, he already got stuck. That's what I said, but he's trying to avoid. Alright, come on, man. You never bugged with me. Why are you bugging with the guys live stream? Come on, yeah. So you can see he starts to follow you. This is a system that I am updating. Alright, I need to turn off the rotation while he is traversing. But you already has a nice behavior. And the best, I do not use nav paths. I don't know, but I feel them very strange to use, very tricky. The behaviors of behavior tree also. I like to just simulate a new input as the NPC is another player playing. You know, the AI component actually is an actor component. The AI component is an actor component that controls every input of the NPC. If your player isn't possessed, then he automatically turns to an NPC. Alright. That's how it works. So let's say that you want to put this plugin in your game. Alright, I show you everything. Now let me close it. I'll close it. So I will create a new game animation sample. When you download the AnyGame plugin, you have this folder here, AnyGame. So you copy. I'm sorry. You copy this folder. Inside your Unreal Projects folder, this AnyGame, this game animation sample, you have the plugins folder you create, and you paste it here. Alright. So the AnyGame is already inside the game animation sample. So now you open your game animation sample. This is how you're going to implement the AnyGame plugin to a new project. Currently the AnyGame plugin is compatible with the game animation sample. You need a little few tricks, a little few things to set it up very easily. I will show you right now. Let's wait for this to open. Alright. So if you go to the plugins, you already see the AnyGame here. AnyGame. First thing of all, you're going to open the blueprint, not the mover, because I didn't mess with the mover yet, but I'm going to reach there. So you open the animation, the character blueprint. You go to class settings. You change this to BP player character. This will add the components. Alright, you can you can take this montages. Let me see if you have any montage here. Montage. Alright, the montage collection, you want to take this from the example game here. Alright. Now you have that animations that I showed you. You have attack animations. Alright, you have this attack animations. I use the same animations for the counter attacks and the finishes attacks. Alright, what makes a game is proper animations. If you don't have proper animations, you don't have a game. Right, you need to download animations, go for animations and put all of them here and set it up with the current notifies that you see here. Alright, the documentation is coming. So this second thing we want to do after putting these things here in the blueprint character is to open the animation blueprint of this character. Okay, you will go to class settings again and you search for char anim instance. Alright, just save it and now let it open. Let us open the plugin folder, the AnyGame content, open the epic templates and the game animation sample 5.7. Open this AnyGame, this ABP AnyGame. You go to blend layers. Alright, let me copy this name and create a layer with this name. Alright, you create a layer with this name. You have an input here. This is very easy because there's a lot of complex things going on here, so you only need this blend layers. Alright, you click here on this blend layers on the ABP in AnyGame, and so you will copy this one, only this one, copy this inside of this, only this, just this, a very few things. You can save it now. You can close this AnyGame here. The last thing, you go to anim graph and you take the blend layers here in the last thing of the anim graph. Okay, you finished. Okay, there's a little more things that I forgot because they are new. You open again the blueprint here on the traversal. For the NPCs follow you, you need to try interact. You put this event here, event on AnyGame try interact hook. You will put a sequence and you connect here. Alright, you make this, and here in the side of the jump I will put another branch here. I will put the true and the false here because I want this to be calculated in any conditions. I will take this jump node and plug it here in this condition and put here. Also, I want to take this trigger and pull all the way directly to jump. Okay, so after this we're going to take this strafe and I put this wants to strafe, set wants to strafe, another event in game. Okay, so we'll put this on the started. Oh, I'm sorry, I am connecting this wrong. This is later. This is just here and here. Alright. So another important thing to work with our complex systems, it's this aim input. You get combat component and you set aiming. Alright, this set aiming. What will be setting the aim now? It's the started, the cancelled, and the completed, and this actual value here. Okay, now we are complete. Everything is working. You have a nice game. So you delete this player start, we won't use it. In this world settings we can put none. Now if you just drop your player here and you possess and put in the tag that you are a player, everything is working. You can see that you have this HUD and a minimap. To set this minimap, you put this scene capture 2D. Alright, on the level you put this to orthographic, or to with this, let's put 15,000, and on the texture target go to minimap, and that's it. Your minimap will be hidden now. You won't see it, you only see the health, because the minimap will show when you have a mission. Alright, that's a thing of the narrative system. So now if I interact, let's see the interaction button the F key is already working to traversal, and what if I want an NPC friend? I just copy, I do not possess, and I put friend on the tag. Friend. Let me put him to follow me. On this AI component, I'm gonna put to follow this character here. He's already looking at me and avoiding me. So you can see that easily the things are already working. If I'm going here, the guy will follow me. Everything working. If I hid myself here, he's going to follow me. Nice. So if I want an enemy, I'll just put this one here, and in the tag I will put enemy. Also, if I wanted to get engaged in combat, I will need to get to the current state of the AI component and change it to combat, and I will take the, let me close this follow, he's not following, let me open this combat. I would need to engage combat. Okay, let me put the enemy, that is my player. Now they will fight. In the plugin you doesn't have sounds, but you can easily call the sounds inside this montage collections. In this attack you have an the sound is played on the get hit, so not the near combat, the get hit. Here is the notification, the notify for hit effect. Here in the hit effect you have the, if you put head here, you have an VFX effect playing on the head. You can put an impact sound. Let me see if I put this, do I have any here? Let me put this camera camera shutter. I'm sorry, I'm coughing. Okay, every punch every first punch you have that noise. So you'll need to set it inside every any montage. Alright, here the hit effect happens, and here the check die to it turn on the ragdoll effect. Okay, so you see that you didn't mess with blueprints to recreate any logic. You just put the things in the world and it is already working, right? So guys, let's talk about a little of the narrative. If I go to the plugin and I get a story trigger, and I have this story sequence here. The story sequence is what commands everything. First sequence. This sequence ID is for you to get easier, for you to read it easier and find your sequences. This is only for you to separate one sequence from another. So here I want to take I want to put an actor. Alright, we have a participant here, and the name of the actor, I won't put my, let's call it Jordan. I don't know why, but I will call him Jordan. Who is me? This is me. I will take the tag and I will put Jordan here. Alright, Jordan. So if I have Jordan on the first sequence, I want to set a current mission. Current mission is go to this place, and I set the destination. So I'll get the destination of this obstacle here. The location I can copy here, and I put the in here. I have the location. I don't need to put this on, only this one, I think. Yeah, you don't need to put it. Let's see if this story sequence is connected with the story trigger here. Yeah, it is. So I think I can just go here now. Where is it? Is that? And why it didn't? Yeah, I have it. Jordan, the carrier, go to the splice, the destination. Let me see if there is some bug. Maybe if there is some bug here. Oh, I think I need to put the character to trigger. Yeah, that was my error. Alright, let me put the NPCs here again. I will just take the actor to trigger, story trigger. Okay, here. I need to attribute an actor here, so when I collide, alright, you can see a message up there and go to this place. Oh man, he killed my friend. Let me kill him. Alright. So you can see the minimap using that scene capture that we added, and you can see that the minimap works with the current location of this thing here. Okay, you move and you can see the minimap working. Alright, let's see it again. Let me take this enemy off. So when you go to this, you can see a message and the place. So you can use the narrative system to guide you to play animations and all of that stuff. Alright. So guys, that's it. You can help the development of this plugin. Alright, you can already have all its features in your hands by a very low price. Just follow me in Patreon, in YouTube, in LinkedIn, and you'll be able to download this plugin. And soon the documentation will be very ready for us to use, because I'm still refactoring the code and I want to define a first version, the definitive version to launch it. Okay, so that's it. Thanks for watching, and if you bought the plugin, thanks for buying too. And if you need any help, you can call me on any of my social medias that you know, that YouTube and LinkedIn, and on Discord too. Okay, you can call me and I'll be ready to answer all of your questions. Alright, thanks for watching. And also, just to finish this stuff with quality, I will show a little more of our combat gameplay. Oh, now I see that we have an answer here. Any idea on how to make a look at a target, I mean an object of interest in scene, and make the player head rotation look at it? I'm trying with mover. Alright. Elvis, thanks for asking us that. I'm using the variable of the on template to make the NPC do that. You can see this is the NPC, and he is looking at me because the strafe is like we are doing here. If I'm going to stand here and I look at the left and to the right, you can see the girl is strafing, she is looking. It's the same behavior, of this guy. Let me put a little closer for you to understand. AI component, mean distance 100. Sorry. I think now I can get closer. Alright, I'm getting closer. He's avoiding me, and he looks at me. Just because in the I'm getting on the tick function, I'm changing the control, the look rotation. We have a character, we have an input look rotation. That's the most important variable name to remember. The input value, the look input value, the value we use the mouse, you know, we use to look. So in the tick function, I am changing the look value, the input value, while he is looking at the player. Oh, I'm trying to make the opposite. The player look an item in scene like something to grab. Oh, I know. I know the new mover has this thing right inside this circle here. I will do it, man. That's an important thing because I need to do. In this game, I have a very strong narrative system, and I will need to look at this stuff like this, right? So even if you are walking without strafing, I will force it to look at the target, right? This is an important thing that I'll do. We can see that we get very in deep narrative when he starts to look at us. That gets very realistic, you know, very deep. Thanks, man. Keep following me. Go to LinkedIn and all that stuff. You can follow on Patreon too. You don't need to buy this plugin. You can wait it if you want to get more updated. But since now, thanks for watching. Alright, let me turn this to enemies now. I'm gonna give some punches, and then I'm going to keep working offline, because that's how I work, man. That's how I can really be productive. No, I don't want friends, I want enemies. And I want a lot of enemies. I think it's okay. Oh, I need to get the AI component and engage the combat first. Not the combat, the AI. Just for remembering, the AI component is the brain of everything that you controls in the character. Alright, and also the narrative system, you can control the states, everything. The narrative system is the heart of everything. You can change a lot of things. Actually, you can change all things in the world inside the narrative system. And if you can't, please tell me what you can't, because you should want to. it was supposed to be functionable. All right. Combat enemies. Let me put my character here as a first target, and he's already engaged. Let me see if he follows me. And now let me put many of them. Okay. Now let's punch the guys. Counter attack and attack. Finish it. Attack and attack. All right. Oh yeah. This is very cool, man. When you put the right animations, the things gets very cool. And the ragdoll is very funny. It's the original meta-human physics asset. I put the world dynamic in the meshes. I like it. I think it's cool. Now we can push the bodies on the ground. So guys, thanks for watching. That's it. Keep connected to new updates, alright? Goodbye.